Hello. Oh my gosh, you guys look amazing. Thank you so much for having me. As someone who spends a lot of time supporting various charities off camera and a founder of my own charity, Twisted Hearts, I am honored to stand here to bring out these two students. I'm sure many things you hear tonight will inspire you in some ways, but I am positive the students you are about to meet and the stories you are about to share are going to fill your hearts and blow you away. Please welcome to the stage Thailaya Berry, a senior at Morgan State University. She is a health education major with a 3.75 GPA. Yeah. And Javel Wilson, a junior at the University of the District of Columbia. Yeah. He is a mechanical engineering major with a GPA of 3.95.
Thank you, Nene, for being here with us tonight. Good evening, everyone. My name is Thailaya Berry. We are the two students representatives who are providing a voice on behalf of all of the TMCF scholars in attendance and the other nearly 300,000 on HBCU campuses. We hope our stories will help you understand the importance of supporting organizations like TMCF and students like us. Believe it or not, I grew up right here in Washington, D.C. Before I arrived at Morgan State University, before I crossed the stage at my high school graduation, even before I learned how to spell my name, I faced several hardships while living with my mother not too far from here at my childhood home. After a series of events, my father intervened and I moved to Montgomery County with him and my stepmother. For a while, I found peace and serenity in my new home, until a few weeks after my 14th birthday. At that age, I went to the doctor several times as I drastically lost weight. This was both alarming and concerning to my parents and the medical professionals. After a series of doctor's visits, tests, and ER visits, I was diagnosed with a rare intestinal disease that the doctors concluded was due to habitual stress I experienced as a child. The major source of that stress was my relationship with my biological mother. And even though I was removed from that environment and I had loving and supporting people, I still lacked that from my biological mother. And I was holding on to events that caused trauma and feelings of worthlessness and feeling unwanted. Because I was unaware of the link between stress and health, I now have a lifelong chronic disease that consistently presents barriers to my quality of life. However, those barriers were not going to stop me from pursuing my dreams, not even when the doctors medically advised me. Thank you. Not even when the doctors medically advised me to not even consider going to college, as school would agitate my condition. I used all of my adversities to fuel my dreams instead. My firsthand experiences dealing with stress and the detrimental impact it has to your health led me to pursue a major in health education at Morgan State University. And in the future, I plan to develop primary and secondary curricula for health education that focuses on the intersection between stress, and health. Through my connections with organizations like the Thurgood Marshall College Fund and my coursework at Morgan State, I will make those dreams a reality. TMCF gives students like me opportunities that were not always available on campus. This organization opens doors that I hope will not only allow me to fulfill my dreams, but also educate other young people through my story. Thank you all for listening. Thank you, TMCF, for all that you have done for me, giving me a platform, validating my work, and thank you to our founders for supporting us and making nights like this possible. Thank you so much.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Javel Wilson. I am a firm believer that if you want something in life you have never had, you have to do something you have never done. This principle has been the driving force propelling me on my journey to this point. I am a son of a proud single mother who raised 3 children, my brother, my sister, and me in Portland, Jamaica. I watched my mom exemplify perseverance even when life was not at its best. And even with rheumatoid arthritis, my mom worked tirelessly to provide us with the best care that she could muster. I continued to persevere despite the challenges. Life was hard, and then it got harder. In my 11th grade year of high school, just before my final examinations, my mom was diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer. Mom never kept anything from me. She believed I was old enough to know everything, but I wish this she hadn't told me. I just wasn't ready to even think of losing the only person, the only support that I had. This was in the midst of my sister being away at college and my brother being employed on a ship that took him far away from home. But thanks to God, Mom survived this very traumatic experience. We made it through as a family. We persevered. As I transitioned towards the end of my high school career, I knew that hard work and, once again, perseverance would provide me with better opportunities for life. And with very little support, I did exceptionally well in school, graduating with nearly a 4.0 GPA. I moved to DC after being awarded a tuition scholarship. To receive a scholarship to study in one of the most powerful cities in the world was an opportunity that I could not pass up. I had no place to live and very little money to support myself. Then came an angel, Heather Wiggins, who paid for me to stay in a hotel and eventually co-signed so I could find a place to live. I continued to work hard to figure out how to balance the pressures of life with college and attempted to lay foundations to stabilize my future. During my studies, I met a supporter and professor that would eventually change my life, Dr. Kate Klein. She saw my hard work, determination, and will to survive and succeed. From this, she facilitated a paid opportunity with one of her research labs, which eventually led to many more opportunities. I found TMCF through Miss Martinique Thompson. And the sky was the limit for my support and success. The financial, educational, and professional support that I received through this organization is priceless. And I want to thank each and every one of you for your continued time and financial support to the Thurgood Marshall College Fund. There is a saying that if you can change the life of one, then you can change generations. TMCF has started this generational change I needed. I hope to pay this forward one day. But in the meantime, my future generations, my family, and I, thank you.